Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to another Company of Heroes commentary. This is another auto match, and I'm starting to get into the auto matching. It's quite nice, and we're playing at Wreck Train. For those of you who do not recognize this map, I am playing as the Americans as usual, and I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but that guy's playing as the Wehrmacht, and he's not too bad. Okay, so we're going to want to get this started. Now, I don't know if you saw the video I just uploaded a little bit ago, the Samois map. But on this map, even though it's open, which means because it's so open, it's generally not best to spam MGs. I actually, I do it anyways. So, here we go. So, obviously, as you can see, the first thing I go for is a weapon support center. And the first thing he does is start pushing his engineers out to capture. Alright, and naturally I start using mine. And right away, I start building a MG crew. Eventually. There we go. Set myself a nice little rally point too. And he's now finally building a Wehrmacht quarters. And he's pushing slowly. I'm running over to cap this point here. And this one over here. Actually, no, I'm sending these guys over here to kind of block him off. Kind of figured his base would be here as it was the largest open area. I've never actually played this map before till today, so I didn't know where anything was. So I assumed, as with most maps, he was straight across right there. So, block him off with some tank traps and some barbed wire. You can keep him right on over and he'll leave you alone. And my MG crew's moving up over here. Don't actually remember where I put that MG crew. Oh, and I have another MG crew coming right up. Right. Okay. So, I attempt, because I see that there's fences and stuff around here, so there's probably some good spots you could actually put an MG, and they'd actually be fairly safe. Now, I did see them, and they shot at me, as you can see. I was going to put them in that building, but I just decided to keep running down and attempt to kind of block this position off, so you'd be forced to kind of go one way. Yeah, that poor brave engineer squad. I have to say, when an engineer's behind, you know, a green defense like sandbags and a barrel, pretty hard to kill with 30 cal. And I'm pinning him down over here. Eventually.
Enemy unit down.
Okay, so at the moment, this isn't really looking too good for me. I have 1 point, and he has 2. And that's never really a good sign. And I need this right here to actually connect all this up. But I do, unlike the last game that I just uploaded, Samois, I do actually have some points now, a little bit more early on. And yes, I'm still spamming MG crews. Primarily because it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. Alright, and I have this crew set up over here like this. I probably shouldn't have put them there. Probably should have put them in a little bit better of a spot, but times you have very little to work with. And I wasn't paying too much attention. But I do have 2 MG crews right here.
Front shifting. Routes are grabbing territory.
And he built a sniper and snipes my entire MG crews. Well, that crew. Sorry, the entire MG squad. So now, yeah, it's not looking too good for me. I do have a lot of MG crews somewhere around here. There we go. There's the other one.
Enemy unit down.
Now at this point, I'm just building some engineers. I don't think there's some. Let me check. No, only got one, and they're fighting them. But yeah, there you go. I start building some MG crew. Sorry, engineer crews to kind of go around and help the MG crews to actually capture, since I don't really want them capturing anything, because they take way too long to set up. This is a great map, by the way. I had a lot of fun on this map. It's a very cool 1v1 map. I think with a slightly larger design meant for 2 people, it would be pretty fun. And for whatever weird reason, he decides to leave his men there to fight my guys in a building. Not really gonna argue with that. And I'm using that MG squad to capture that victory point, which works out quite well. And I move him over here somewhere to kind of hold this flank.
Enemy unit down.
I should have moved them, because after all, I do have that actually blocked off. But as a precaution, and I kind of did actually oddly forget about them. Alright, so now I have almost all 3 victory points. And it's kind of starting to go in my favor a little bit. Not too much, though. Sorry, as far as commanders go, I chose airborne, and as with every single Wehrmacht player, they went blitzkrieg. So, and I got me another MG crew right up over here. I retreat that one, and I actually just turn this one around just to shoot those guys right there. And I also put another one over here, as you can see, to kind of hold this little area. So I built a lot of MG crews, so and he snipes the whole squad again. I have no luck with that. But I do run him down with some engineers, so it's all good.
Unit down.
Alright. He's still kind of just chilling out in his base with pretty much nothing left but a sniper.
Enemy unit down.
And now he doesn't even have a sniper. And I'm running around capturing points, though. In this case, oh, no, there we go.
Paratroop unit is ready to make their drop.
Let's see, just healing up there. I'm setting up a nice little defending position here. I really, really didn't want to get flanked. And early on, it's kind of hard to prevent. I have to say, compared to the American setup over here, which has munitions and a fuel point and manpower point, I kind of like theirs a little bit better. It's you know, it's got a nice little bit here, easy defense. It's got some walls, kind of gives you a nice bit of choke points. Whereas over here, have a little bit, but not too much. So I dropped in some airborne to kind of run around and help the engineers capture, as well as to help prevent some flanking. Now this right here works out great. So I managed to see it just in time and turn these guys, because, well, you can't see their range, but, you know, this is kind of like their limit, and they were kind of getting kind of close. Man, they just got slaughtered right there. And naturally, he has another sniper, so I run my airborne over because snipers are gay and no one likes snipers, especially not me.
Enemy unit down.
I let the airborne squad go. Actually running down and killing. And I actually thought he retreated the sniper, so I didn't know he actually ran it forward. Then I run it down as well.
Airborne has hit the field.
Enemy unit down.
Airborne target.
All right, so I'm still running around capturing with all of my engineers and obviously with the airborne.
Paratroopers on point.
And I'm starting to set up a kind of little defensive position, you know, one where I can kind of hold an area.
Enemy stands at 300 points.
This guy's own MG squad as well. And it doesn't really do too much in his base. Builds like a Comm Crop Center. And I don't really do anything at all in mine. Just build the weapon support center.
Airborne. Hope Jerry don't mind us dropping in.
I do believe, yep, they're getting the recoil this rifle.
30 cal squad here.
And if you didn't see when the sniper shooting the sniper, they grabbed the MG and set up, or a little bit after.
Dunlop, get that weapon loaded.
Okay, so I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit because this bit's mostly me just running around capturing points, and that's not really fun. So they got the recoil this rifle. I built an MG bunker over here.
Point is ours. What say we lock it down?
Anti-tank paragraph is asking for coordinates.
And yeah, he really does try to cut through that. Good timing for me.
The enemy is down to 200 points.
Alright, so now I decided to run over to his side of the base and attack him with both my airborne squads. I did not know he had pioneers with flamethrowers right there. Knew he had some over there, but not right there. Though I suppose those could have been the same engineers, but meh.
Airborne, welcome to France.
And I believe, yep, they are also getting recoil this rifle. And I'm bringing up one of my MGs. I don't bring them all up just in case it fails. I do want some kind of a fallback. And I put them in the corner facing out just to keep those two away. But he does end up just walking straight up around and out of the way of it, so doesn't really work too well in my favor.
Finish construction. We got a bazooka. Airborne under fire. You're entering point capture.
Enemy unit down.
I also wasn't aware that there was a bunker there. So naturally, like anything else, just run right around, and then you run right into a half track. Because that's real fun to run into. Not anyone in it manning the guns, but still. And then, because he chose Blitzkrieg, he can get himself a nice, lovely Stuff 42, which scared the crap out of me. Because I was in a really bad spot. Can't go that way, so I have to go that way. Did ever get a nice rear armor hit off of it.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
Under fire.
And I knock out the main gun with a really nice recoilless rifle shot, and then I blow it up.
One less half track, Warrior.
And it's half track. And he's down to 85 points. And then he decides to drop. So that was that. That was a pretty good match. I have to say, using the MGs effectively can work pretty well in your favor. So as I've said this before in my past 2 videos, it's a new thing. I'm taking submissions now. So if you have a really great replay and you want me to do a commentary on it, please email it to me. Check the description. It's in there. And it's also on my main channel. Just email it right on off to me and I will take a look at it, and if it's good, I'll upload it to YouTube and I'll even send you a message when it's up. Okay, as well, join my Facebook and follow me on Twitter if you like to keep up to date with what I'm doing and see when new videos come out. Sometimes you actually find out before the YouTube feed goes out. And if you'd like to play Company of Heroes with me, please join my Steam group and send me a message and we can play. Thank you.